All right. All right. These studs back in. Got our new head gaskets for it. I am looking for some brake cleaner. Thought I had some. All right. All right. Now that I got that head on, I can start working on getting the rest of the ARP stuff put on for it. Let's see here. All right. Gotta find my ARP lube. Got all the bolts we need, got all the nuts we need, washers. Let's see here. So basically right now I'm looking up, maybe you guys know, maybe don't. I don't remember. There is, if you can see it or not, a rough side to the washer and a smooth side. I'm pretty sure it's rough side down. So that's what I'm double checking before I put them in wrong. Yep, I was right. Pattern side. The pattern side on these washers goes down. Just making sure these things are completely dry before I put them in here. I did run these through the parts washer. Just make sure they're all completely clean. All right. All right. Alright, come on, in your chair. In your chair. Good boy. Good boy. Alright. Back on his back. And now we can go through. Go through and start tightening all these bolts down. Alright, so we're gonna go. And let's see here, we got 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems. No, I guess that is right. Alright. Now we'll actually torque these properly.
In the sky, gazing far into the night.
Alright. Is there a newer one than 2016? Alright. First step we're going to do is torque it to 35. One, 2, 3, 4. You know, it's been a while. I keep forgetting the pattern on this. 4, 5, 6. 10. There's the first one. Now it says we torque it down to 70. Back up track. Alright, here's 70. Alright, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and it says 100. Okay. I don't remember saying 100 before, but we'll go with it. Whew. All right. Now the easy part. All the small washers. Well, good news and bad news when it comes to the small washers. Good news is they're clean. Bad news is they fell out of the basket and are sitting in the bottom of the ultrasonic cleaner. Let's see here, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need to put a cheat sheet under the hood. I really should have just saved the document that I had before. Just tape it right to the top of it. All right. Alright, he's on. You guys might notice the music's a little different today than what it was the other day. I was going to go and save that live stream I did when I tore all this down. And I had so many copyright flags for the music. It was going to take like days to go through and edit all the music out of it. So today, I'm playing music that doesn't have any copyrights. It is free use. That way I don't get pinged for any copyright stuff. Yeah, Dracula's sneaking around here. Let's go. Come on, Drac. There you go. This one I remember. It's every other one. Super easy. And that one you do not tighten down to 100 foot-pounds. It's 28. Nice thing is my little impact pretty much stops right around 28, sometimes 25. Here we go. Alright, so we got that side done. Well, mostly. Still gotta do push rods and rockers and cover back on it. And do the ground and everything else. But we're gonna start on the other side now. Alright, have a good one, Rachel. Alright, Jack. Alright, I gotta move some stuff. I'm tired of stepping over stuff, trying to get the toolbox. So I'm gonna move a few things here. Alright. There we go. Now I got some more room to work. And it lets me slide the camera over a little bit better. Let's try, we can try sliding as close as we possibly can get. Now that we got the hood swapped there, we're going to swap this over to the other side. Okay. Do you want a chair over here, Drax, so you can sit over here and watch me, or you want to sit in your chair over there? All right. All right. All right, hop in your chair. There you go. You sit right there? Yeah? All right. What do you think, Drac? You like your new chair? Yeah? Okay, go ahead. All right. He is supervising today, making sure I do everything right. So if for some reason I torque something down wrong, we can blame it on Drac. Get those out the way. Now we can go through. I've already cleaned the holes where the studs go in on this side. I went through and took a shop vac, cleaned out all the cylinders. So the next thing we have to do, just to scrape the block a little bit, make sure we got everything off of it. All right. So we're going to try it a little different on this one. Instead of putting all the studs in first, and I have the top studs, we'll try this. And then we'll go put the studs in after. And see how much of a difference it makes on just being able to put them in easier. What you thinking, Drac? You like it from your new seat right there? Yeah. If you guys were wondering, I might be able to turn the camera over. No, the camera doesn't turn that far. I pulled these out of the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'm just wiping them down with a rag, trying to get the little bit of residue that was left on them off. All right. I'm going to start with some Loctite on these. These are the shorties, so these are going to go here and here. Next, we can go through and install all the other ones. Put on them all. This is much easier installing these this way than it was the other way. All right. And the last 5. All right, and let's see here. We need this so we can tighten those up. charge this battery up. I'll put this battery on the charger. All right. All right. These are all tightened in. Guess we'll take the razor here and give this head a quick once over. Just make sure it's good. Quiet. There is nobody here. It's you and me and the music and the two lovely people that are watching us on YouTube. Yep, the torque specs are per bolt. These are for ARPs. For factories, then you got to do the one-time use only sort of thing with torque to yield. All right. All right. Off you go, right? Off you go. Off in your chair. Good boy. Good boy. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Got that on. Now I can grab the rest of the washers. Through and make sure all those are cleaned off. Put those in. Get the nuts put back on. All right, got the rag here. Let's do a couple at a time. All right. Looking back on it, this might have been a too big jar bottle to buy for how often I do this. But I guess I do have plenty for every LS engine I'm ever going to build in the future. All right. Let me see. 5/8 again. Now I can go through and start putting the nuts. What are you doing, Drac? You can sit in your chair. You don't have to sit right next to me. All right. Now that we got those, we can go through and get them all snug down. Alright, and here we go. This was it. Alright, now we get back to torquing. See, first torque is 35 foot-pounds. Set the machine to 35. Let's see here, we got 4. And we got 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7. 9. 10. All right, now we're going to double that and go to 70 pounds. All right. So I got a shorter extension. All right. 70. 3, 4 here. 3. 4, 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right, and the last step, 100. All right. Gonna be tired after this. There we go. All right. Those are torqued down. Now, I can go through and do all the other ones. One washer. Now I got to get the other 4 washers out of the ultrasonic cleaner. Three. There's 4. Alright. This little magnet extension tools are pretty awesome. Saves you from having to stick your hand down in some nasty water. Technically it's not water though, it is simple green mixed with water, and it's not even your standard simple green. I tested this when I first got the ultrasonic cleaner. I used orange cleaner and tried that. It was okay. Did just regular water, and that was okay. Did regular simple green that you'd get at like any of your box stores, and that did better than the other ones. But then I also tested the simple green aerospace, simple green extreme. It's designed for aircraft, and it's good for aluminum parts and stuff like that. And this thing works phenomenal. Dilute it down to 1 gallon of that to 5 gallons of water, and generally 1 30-minute cycle in the ultrasonic cleaner gets stuff coming out looking like brand new. My only complaint is that they don't make one reasonably enough priced to do like the whole head. Like mine is about 1 inch short of being able to fit this whole engine head in there. And the one that can do it is like 10 times the cost of what mine was. It's like I don't mind paying a couple $100 for a tool like that, which makes life so much easier. But I can't justify like, you know, $8,000 or $10,000 for one. Granted, play devil's advocate. You can use them for commercial applications at that point. Because let's be real, who honestly needs a 10-gallon ultrasonic cleaner at home? Very few people. Let's see here. Don't need that set at 100 foot-pounds. We're going to adjust that back to 28. 28. There we go. All right. Heads are back on. Now we can go through and put everything else back in it. So we see the push rods, rockers, covers, steam vents, intake, fuel, quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit of stuff. So if you guys were curious as to how I knew I had excess pressure in the coolant system, let's see, will this stretch? You can kind of see it. I put a pressure sensor on the hot side of the radiator loop or the heater core loop, and that will tell me if there's a pressure spike in the coolant system. I currently don't have it hooked up because I have all my inputs and outputs on the Holley used with the trans brake, so I can't do both. That is one of the advantages of going to like a Dominator where you have all the extra inputs and outputs. You can do sensors like this. You can do line pressure sensors on the trans. You can do coolant temp sensors on the trans, all that kind of cool stuff. But for me to get my feet wet in EFI, this was definitely the cheapest and easiest way to go. All right, let's see. We need to clear out some space here. And right. All right. All right. For that we need a 8mm. $10mm. Another 10mm. And there's my box. It's pretty windy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear the door rocking back and forth or not. I always start these by hand. Last thing I want to do is get this far and then cross thread something. That would suck. I don't remember where I saw it. But at one point in time, I remember seeing something so that these had to be torqued down as well. So that's what we're gonna do. I feel like Groundhog's Day here. No, I didn't check it. I just put it back on. I'm 99% sure that the issue with it was because I was running too much timing, too much boost, too low of octane when I shifted and it hit peak torque on that cylinder. So, gonna put it back together, look at the tune, and go from there. All right, flip side. All right. Slide it back down this way so you can see the side a little bit better. Oh, quiet track. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. You're hearing the wind. Okay, so maybe it was UPS dropping off stuff. Hello, hello. All right, now got the push rods in. We go and grab these rockers. And we can put these rockers in. All right, tighten those down. Might as well grab our torque wrench. That way we have everything ready. torque these down to spec. Alright, those are all torqued. Now we can go through and put the cover back on this side. If you see the camera shake, it's because I'm walking underneath the cord. At some point I'll get around to putting the cable in the ceiling. Just have it on drop down. Okay, those are all started. Go through and grab the drill and zip all those in real quick. Those are tight. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and I guess we'll check the intake. From what I could tell on the measurements, it looks like the intake bolts that I have should work. Actually, before we do that, we're going to do the steam vents on the back of it. Steam vents. Here we go. 1, 2. These are 10 millimeter. So I'll have to grab a 10 millimeter socket for these. All right, take these down. Still got to remember to hook up my ground wires, each of the heads. Over there, we're going to be able to put a bolt in to get everything grounded. The Terminator X does want you to have individual ground to each cylinder head, just for the Terminator X, which is what I have. But then I also have a chassis ground that I run to the head as well. So, not exactly sure if that's best practice or not, but that's how I do it. Let's see here. I guess might as well work on getting the grounds done next. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to look for a bolt, so I will probably be a minute looking for one. Let's see if this one works. Cool. That will work. Threads on the front, so I am guessing that will thread into the back as well, which should be the same. Let's see what size this is. This is going to be a smaller than 5/8. Say 14. So now I gotta grab a 14 wrench. Wrench, a couple washers. That way we can sandwich the grounds on there. Do this behind the gas lines. That way the electrical is the furthest in the back. I'm choosing a bolt. It's generally a good idea to choose one that's threaded all the way down. Otherwise, you have to get a big washer. are done. Steam ports are in on passenger side. And you can do the same thing on the driver's side. Alright, and this one is, assuming a 15 and not a 14. Yep. Gonna put the other one up. This is where having small hands would come in handy. Oh, quiet Drac. Alright. Ground on the driver's side is done. stuff out of the way. Definitely hitting on my wire loom in the back. All right. So these bolts are from the truck intake. So I basically am going to have to try and pull the rubber off these to get them to be the right length for this new intake. So that's actually worked out pretty good. Just able to pop that down. Let's see if we can slide it off. Let's pull that off. We'll see if this works. See if it's the right length for it. If it is, you just save yourself from having to buy a whole bunch of them. Actually looks like that might be it. We'll go ahead and tighten this one just to see. Yeah, those tighten down the intake. All right, so we got to do that for all of them. We got to go through and pull those little rubber grommets. All of these. All right, Drac, you want to be the cameraman now? You go say hi to everybody? Can you look up here and say hi to everybody? Yeah? No? Not gonna say hi to everybody. Alright, so we're gonna take and try and get this little rubber grommet off each one of these. Which is awesome that this works and I don't have to buy more of these. So basically, once we get to this part, we just gotta, there's that little metal lip at the top. We're just trying to slide that rubber grommet all over the top of it. So going through and take the knife, just use it to pop that rubber away from the top. And then once we have it slid down away from the top, we just pull and twist until we get it to come off. Put these back in. All right, now we got to do the other side. So same exact thing on all these. Can we even do it with a regular screwdriver? That's the question. Oh yeah, regular screwdriver separates it too. All right, that's the end of playlist number 1. Oh no, it's not. We're halfway through it. All right. That's one done. And 2 done. These actually really aren't that bad. Three, 2 to go. All right, and 1 left. All right. Now the interesting thing is going to be when I get to the fuel rails, I'll probably have to make new brackets for it, I imagine. Because the original brackets that I made were custom for the truck one. Unless by chance this is the same height. Maybe they put the same injectors in the Trailblazer SS as they did the whatchamacallit. All right. All right. I need to tighten those down. So I need an extension. 2 on that side. Alright. It's in there pretty good. Alright. Let's check out these rails. Let's see if we're going to have to make another video on. So, that one, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I marked it number 2. Alright, I'm definitely going to have to make new brackets for this one. So how much lower does this thing sit? Either that, or I'm going to need taller injectors. Looks like that is hitting. All right. So I think I'm going to end this video here today. That'll give me time to figure out how I want to get these brackets to connect up to the intake there. So I'll have to make some sort of new bracket for it so that the rails will fit on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe so you can get latest notifications, check out all the videos, ring the bell. That way you guys can get alerts when I go live and when I put out videos. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.